What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in with me out here in the shop. We're about to wrap up some things that I've been working on the last few days. So we're going to go and wrap all that stuff up. Before I get into all of that, first I'd like to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. For those of you that have been with me for a while, I really do appreciate that. If you're not a member yet, or not really a member, if you haven't subscribed yet, jump down there, click that subscribe button. Make sure you click on the bell, click all so you get notified every time I put out my videos. Also, if you would, please smash that thumbs up button if you like the video. Leave comments. If you're going to leave a comment, let me know what you think, good or bad. If you can think of something different that I should try on a setup, let me know. A lot of my stuff that I do with my guns is usually based around how much I'm wanting to spend on it. So I don't really call my guns budget builds, but leave me comments about what you think, and also share the videos so that way you help out the algorithm and stuff like that. All right, we're going to get into it. So I've got here, I've been talking to you guys about my 14.5 upper that I had done. Shout out to the folks at D. Wilson Manufacturing. They're located in Colorado. I will leave their link down below. Really good people. I sent an upper up there to them sometime before the Christmas holidays, and they got back to me if there was any kind of issues, which there was, but we worked all that stuff out and they got me hooked up, got me set up with my 14.5 build. So I'm super pleased. And when I was talking to the people up there on the phone, they were very helpful, very respectful and everything. So again, shout out to D. Wilson Manufacturing. Again, I'll leave their link down below if you want to send some stuff up to them to get some work done. They're really good people to have them work on your guns. So what I got here is my 14.5 upper. Weapons clear and safe. I sent that to them, and what they end up having to do, they cut my barrel down to the 14.5 length. So this is a 14.5 pin and weld. But after I got everything back, I had ordered a Scalarworks mount right here. The mount that's right here is the Scalarworks mount. I'm sorry I didn't do a video showing you guys how I mounted this. The directions is in the box. But if you have the EOTech EXPS, what you're doing is taking off the mounting base. This piece right here, this is originally what comes on your EXPS EOTech site. You're taking that off, and then you're attaching the base to the Scalarworks mount. What this mount is, as you can see, it allows you to raise your optic off of your gun just a little bit. I believe this is it's the 1.39, but it also gives you a Picatinny rail back here on the back so you can mount your holographic sights. It is the perfect length between magnifier and optic, and it allows you to flip to the side. If you do choose to have a flip to center, they do have a mount where you don't have to use this. You can just have a regular riser to go with that, but I chose this setup. That way it's almost like a one piece. It is very easy to remove the riser off of your weapon platform, so that way you can change out your sights and stuff like that once you have them zeroed. So that is one build that I've been working on. The other build that I've been working on, also right now, I just need to get these out on the range and zeroed. Now here is the 16-inch that I've been running, and what I'm doing now, as you can see, I've got a bipod on here. So what I am about to do now with this one is add the Scalarworks LPVO mount. This one is the 1.39 as the height. It's their 30mm tube. So what we're going to do is, you guys are going to follow along as I mount my LPVO to this rifle. And what I'm doing with this is, so my 14.5 is probably going to be my primary gun that I'm going to run, especially when I'm on duty. But I wanted something that still had that longer barrel for a little bit more accuracy. And then I'm going to put the LPVO on that one. You know, there have been some cases on the job where we had situations where a rifle to take that long shot, not super long distances, but being able to take a long shot and having a good magnified optic was needed. So I figured I would have 2 rifle build setups for that very reason. This right here, like I said, is the Scalarworks mount. This thing is super light. Oh my gosh, guys, this thing is light, like light. So whenever you order a mount from Scalarworks, they always come with a torque bit for whatever your optic mounting platform is. So you don't ever have to really choose, or not really choose, but you don't ever have to really try to guess what you need. They're going to send it. So I'm just going to get out my torque screwdriver. The other good thing that I have noticed when I got my other Scalarworks mount on that rifle build that I just showed you, and you'll see it here on this one as well. Give me just a second. But so it tells you, well, that right there is their leveler. This red piece is their leveling screw to help you make sure you got your optic on level. But if you look right here, if I can get it to focus, focus. Okay, right here on these 2 spots, those tell you how many inch-pounds you need to torque this down to. So you don't have to go onto any kind of website or look in the booklet to research. They have their user manual. You scan the QR code and it tells you how to use everything and what all you're doing. But they put it right there on the mount itself. So if you ever forget how many, if I'm torquing this down, what was the inch-pound rating that I was supposed to torque this down to? It's right there on the side, so you can't mess it up. And like I said, all the screws, they send you the bit to fit those screws, so you never have to sit there and try to figure out, okay, what all do I need, and digging around in your toolbox, because they're going to send you everything you need. And if you do happen to misplace those bits, you can go on their web page and order more if you need them. 1 second, please. Okay. Okay, I got that open. And down here we have, in case you guys haven't noticed, I love my EOTech. Okay, I've got the EOTech E-Flex on my Glock 17 pistol. It's what I carry on duty, and so far it has not let me down. I have the EOTech EXPS holographic sight and the G43 magnifier on my rifle build that I just showed you. And now I am about to mount my EOTech VUDO magnified rifle scope. This is their 1:6. The reason I went with that one was because I felt like that was just going to be enough magnifications for what I'm doing. I'm not trying to build any type of rifle that would be deemed sniper related or anything like that. If you haven't, done any research or anything about the LPVOs, low power variable optics, it gives you that capability of running a scope with a 1 magnification, much like a red dot sight, but then you are able to zoom out and get distances. The one that I went with, Of course, when it's zoomed out, and I believe this is a first focal plane scope. Yes, it is a first focal plane. So when it's zoomed out, you have your traditional EOTech sight. I believe it is the 64 MOA ring with the 1 MOA dot. And then as you start to zoom in, then you break into where you have your BDCs and your horizontal plane. So it zooms in to where you get a little bit more precise with your BDCs, your drop points, and things like that. But then if you have it zoomed out, you have your traditional EOTech reticle. You get this one explains your manual as far as your particular scope that you have. And then this one just goes into a little bit more in-depth as far as precision rifle scopes and how to operate. So I'm going to remove my cover there. And again, you lift the rings. And as you can see, you do have room to adjust. So I think what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have this leveled. So I'm going to put these screws in, tighten it down a little bit so I'm holding it in place so I can get it leveled first. And then I will figure out exactly where I want it. Okay. Whew. Oh, that scared me. Okay, still loose. I might just go ahead and add these. And one of the reasons I went with the Scalarworks mount, for one, it is very light. It's one of the lightest scope mounts that's on the market. But I also like how they have the leveling screw. I did do some researching on different leveling methods and stuff. And this one just seems to be the easiest with their leveling screw to make sure that your scope is level. So get up under there, and what you want to do is turn that screw until it starts to come up, and that should meet your optic and help level it out for you. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see how that is touching the base of my optic, and that should take out any kind of wiggle or anything to where it's not sitting level. So you don't want to be too far back like this, because as you can see now, it's not touching and it can rotate again. So you want to make sure that you're keeping that screw underneath the base of the scope, right there where those turrets are at. And then that just helps level you out. Okay. Now, again, once you have it here, you can adjust it to fit where you want it in the rings. I might just leave it right there. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down to my 20 inch-pounds. Okay, sorry about that. Had to do a quick battery change. I haven't done anything other than what you guys just saw. So I've got my leveling screw right there. I got my leveling screw touching the base of my, the base of the optic. So now I'm going to go ahead and adjust my screwdriver here, which it looks like, well, it's a little bit over, so I'm going to dial it back just a little bit. It should be good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and torque this down to 20 inch-pounds. Okay. All right, now we got to check it. Yeah. Oh, still going. All right. All right. And I am now torqued down to 20 inch-pounds. So in this little bag here, this came with the scope. It's your throw lever. So they've designed this with these grooves so you can get a hold of it really good to make your adjustments with your zoom. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and mount my throw lever that comes with it just to help make that a little bit easier. Something a little bit more to grab a hold of and make those adjustments. Especially like right now here in Arkansas, it's a little bit cold. All right. Now the only thing left is to mount to the gun. Okay, and then to mount this, you just really turning hand tight. Don't need to like get a screwdriver or anything and try to torque it down really. Okay. Okay. Now I just want to take a look. Oh yeah. Okay. That is nice. That is nice. I'm pleased with that. So now, once you get that on there, all you want to do is just hand tight this. And if you know the old saying, lefty loosey, righty tighty, so turning to the left, going counterclockwise, is how you would loosen it up to take it off. Turn it to the right is how you want to tighten it down. And again, just tighten it down hand tight. Don't get any screws or screwdrivers or anything like that trying to get that extra tightness on there. Just hand tight is all you need. Okay. And now this gun here is ready to go out to the range and get sighted in. There is one more thing. This optics, the riser that I got, as you see that little hole right there, Scalarworks does have a kicker mount, which is for you to mount a red dot sight for your 45 offset sight. So I'm probably going to do that. Probably get another one of the EOTech E-Flexes and mount over there. So then that way I can have my scope zoomed out a little bit. And when I'm on the gun, I can take certain shots and then cant it over just a little bit. I'm probably going to have to move that flashlight, but you'll be able to cant it over and be able to use that red dot. So probably going to do that. But that gun right there is now ready. It just needs to be out on the range and get sighted in. Make sure my Okay, let me make sure that that is my battery. Okay, so there's no battery in here. I thought it was supposed to come with a battery. I have such a mess in here. I need to get in here and clean this stuff. Alright, so it did not come with a battery, but no big deal. I can go get one of those. I don't see anything where it says that it comes with a battery, but anyways, but that's what I got, guys. Those are my setups. So I have my medium, long range distance, and then short and medium range gun over here to the side. Just a few other little things I need to add on there, but these guns are good to go. I just need to get them out on the range, get them sighted in so that way they're battle ready. But that's all I got, guys. So thank you for coming along with me from the last video where I put a few items on to watching me do this. Again, guys, I appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and following along with me. Again, leave those comments down below. I'll try to answer them as they come in. And y'all be careful out there. Train hard, train safe. See you guys in the next one.